Welcome back to Universe Mode and coming out here tonight to start things off. It is Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, a former NXT tag team champion, and he is coming out here tonight supporting what I feel like might be the new Spider-Man game, which you will hopefully see on my channel. So he's making his way to the ring, and here comes Rusev. And there's a match up here, but Edge has said tonight on Twitter that if Rusev wins, he will go on to the next pay-per-view for SmackDown to face Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. And we've seen the aggression Rusev has brought with him though at the last pay-per-view Payback, where he just destroyed his opponent. And you have to be worried for Johnny Gargano here in case Rusev does the same. Both men look ready. Oh, kick by Johnny Gargano. And look at that, Johnny Gargano kicking things off quickly. And look at that, the power of Gargano to lift up Rusev. And look at this, that aggression of Rusev coming out. But Gargano able to get out of that. Nice right by Gargano, Rusev on the apron, and this shoulder barge to the outside here. Kick to the head, it looks like. Rusev gets out of the way. And look at that, that's the brute power of Rusev. Throws Gargano into the steel steps. And Rusev knows what's on the line for him if he wins this. And a big boot. Look at the power. Some more jab fall away slam. Oh, Gargano. Look at that from Gargano. The quickness is too much for Rusev. Gargano going to the outside and comes back in. Oh, a cutter by Gargano. And Gargano trying to make Rusev tap out the big man. And smart though by Rusev. And look at this off the ropes. Gargano smartly gets out of it. And trying to build the momentum. Oh, Gargano has a good advantage. Rusev gets out of far. Oh, what a super kick. And Gargano might be out of it here. And look at this. Rusev is taking the advantage after the super kick here. Look at that, just walking on the spine of Gargano. Oh my, look at these brutal Knee strikes to the rib of Aria. And a fall away slam. And Rusev is proud of his handiwork at the minute in this match. Gargano yet again getting out of it. And Rusev gets out of that. Gargano might have just saved the match up. Ooh. And look at this from Johnny Gargano. Look at that. I forget what you call that move. And look at this. Working on the arm of Rusev, possibly taken away from the accolade. Smart by Rusev. What a neck breaker. And look at that again by Gargano, looking to work on the arm, and he does. And this could be it. And Gargano has thus made Rusev tap out. Oh my god. Gargano has thus made Rusev tap out. Look at that, he missed the Moscow kick. And Gargano just overtook the match after that. He has made Rusev actually tap out here and has just caused Rusev US title shot. But you have to wonder what Edge thinks. Now is Johnny Gargano going to get that shot himself? We will be right back with you in just a minute for our 5 next match. We are back here for the second match of the night, and it is time to put Bray mode into full action. Brie Bella obviously coming out here to compete on what I believe her first match here on SmackDown Live. So let's go and get her opponent out, which is Ember Moon, who I believe has been pretty unstoppable. Brilliant match, I believe it was maybe a week or 2 ago against Sasha Banks. Now she is Ember Moon. Let's go and get this match on the way. There's the bell. Ember Moon strikes first here. Look at this. Brie Bella mightn't be ready for this kind of competitor. Been away since he's been in the ring. Look at this ice wrap. Brie Bella gets out of that, possibly going for some sort of backbreaker and for the DDT by Brie Bella. Snap mirror. Picks Ember up. Ice rip off the ropes. And a beautiful connection on that drop kick by Brie Mode. Baby jawbreaker by Ember. Super kick after the jawbreaker. Picks up Brie Bella. Lifts her. Oh, kind of a side effect I got out by that move. A 4-way slam. And Ember Moon, I believe, might have just took control of this match. Knee strikes into the corner. just brutalizing here Brie Bella. Brie Bella trying to get herself back in it. Ooh, the clubbing forearm thought by Ember Moon. Brie Bella using the ropes to get back up. Going far into Gray. Brie Bella seen it coming, but and look at that, the elbow and the other super kick. Look at these kicks by Ember, and look at that's going for a roll up. 1, 2. Brie Bella kicks out, and a beautiful connection of that Russian leg sweep. I bit my tongue. And look at this, has Brie Bella up on the shoulders and face off the top turnbuckle. Oh my god, I couldn't get out of that. Look at that, a suplex. Kick to the back up by Brie Bella. Throws Ember Moon on the apron, and look at that, makes a crescent bun to the outside. And look at this, taking the advantage of Ember Moon on the outside here. Brie Bella is, and drop kick to the back. I have to wonder if Nikki Bella's under the ring, maybe a bit of chin magic. Brie Bella give a DDT, everything she had, or 5 count by the ref. Ember Moon gets back in the ring, but does not want to lose on a count out. And look at this, Brie Bella in the corner. Ooh, going for a leaping clothesline into the corner. And look at this, Brie Bella with a body slam. And look at this, has the yes lock, or the cross face yes lock. And Brie Bella has just made Ember Moon tap out. What a brilliant match, and look at that, Brie Bella is delighted with her victory. Look at this, oh, and look at that, they end up shaking hands, or Ember Moon giving respect to Brie Bella for a tremendous matchup and being able to lock in that yes lock. We'll be right back with you for our next match in a minute. You've probably seen that as we just came back here for the third match of the night, and it is the Lunatic Fins coming out, Dean Ambrose. And look at this, he looks ready to just do whatever he wants, really, if we're really being honest. So he is going to go and face our United States champion, or new United States champion. Obviously use no further. It is the best in the world, he is the GOAT, and if you do not agree, you will make your list of Jericho, man. And look at this. And 2 things have just been put to me here from Edge, obviously the general manager. Since Rusev lost his match, he knows Cesaro has his rematch, but Cesaro has not asked for it to be provoked yet. And there is a reason he says to it. I don't know what it is, he just says we'll understand later. So he has said, if Dean Ambrose beats this man right here, Chris Jericho, he will become the #1 contender for the United States Championship. And he's also said Braun Strowman will be in the main event against a superstar of his choosing in a match of his choosing. You have to wonder if Braun Strowman might have said something to upset the Edge. And we're going to get on with this match here. Both guys look ready. Chris Jericho going for a suplex. Dean Ambrose not going to let it happen. A roll up by Dean. One and a kick out. Picks up. Puts Chris Jericho off. And look at that uppercut. And Chris Jericho begging here. Oh, that did not work. Chris Jericho taking the advantage. But look at that, Dean Ambrose. Why is he not flying through? Oh. And look at this, Chris Jericho. But look at that flip out by him. And look at this, into the body slam. And look at this, turns him over. And look at this. Just the disrespect. And look at big reversal by Dean. Chris Jericho will run straight back. Into the body slam off his own. Going for the pin off at one. And Chris Jericho kicks out. Neckbreaker. A beautiful executed neckbreaker, may I add, off from Dean Ambrose. And look at this, Dean Ambrose just laying off on Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho going for a power bomb. Oh, crucifix bomb. But look at this, Dean Ambrose gets out of it. And the neck breaker. And look at this, from Dean Ambrose just trying to roll down Chris Jericho. Knees to the rib and a Russian leg sweep by Dean. Baby force out by Jericho. And look at this, Chris Jericho going for a suplex. I think Dean Ambrose might have been trying for a 1-0. Oh my god, look at this. Is he going to get it locked in? He does. And the walls of Jericho are in. Can Dean Ambrose get to the rope? And he does. And look at that, Chris Jericho is not happy. But look at this, he's waiting and wait. And the cold breaker. And look at this, dragging Dean away from the ropes, going for the pin. One. And Dean Ambrose shows that it's going to take more than that to make him lose. And look at that. It's amazing that Chris Jericho can still do it at his age. This shows how fit WWE athletes are. Look at that. Dean Ambrose just trying to get himself back in this match. And look at this. Oh, Chris Jericho with the reversal. But look at that, the lunatic clothesline. And look at this. Look at this. We know what Dean Ambrose is looking for. But Chris Jericho might have just got out of it. And oh, I believe Jericho was going for the walls of Jericho. Dean Ambrose picking him up. And look at this, going for the pin. And kicks out easily. They're trying to work on Dean Ambrose to warm down. As Jericho, Dean Ambrose back and forward so far tonight. Jericho going there, sack him up. Big reversal. And look at that, beautiful by Dean Ambrose taking the advantage. Big reversal by Jericho now. And Jericho putting Dean on the sack him up. And look at this. Look at this, the referee being violent. And look at this. And a beautifully executed fisherman suplex. And look at this. These guys have given each other everything in this match. And look at this. Dean Ambrose looking for dirty deeds, and he connects, and that could be it. Number one contender. 1, 2. Kiss. Chris Jericho just kicked out of a dirty deeds. What is Dean Ambrose thinking of here? Getting Chris Jericho back to his feet. Oh, the strength of Jericho, man. Hangs Dean Ambrose up on the top rope, celebrating with the crowd. I don't think Dean Ambrose knows where he is after being hung up on the top rope. Beautifully we first saw. And look at this, you have to wonder what Dean Ambrose is thinking here. Dean Ambrose trying to build momentum. And the Bulldog. Dean Ambrose going back up to the top rope. He knows what's on the line for him here in this match. And he kind of connects over that lunatic elbow. Chris Jericho with a big reversal. Oh! And look at this, it's Chris Jericho's turn to possibly build some momentum his way. And he does beautifully, and he's trying to get the fans behind him. Picks up Dean Ambrose. Oh my god, he might get the walls locked in here. He might get the walls. We have to... 1, 2 night. On the tap out tonight, and Chris Jericho making sure that he mightn't even have an opponent come next pay-per-view for SmackDown. What a match these two guys put on. What was an amazing match back and forward, but the walls of Jericho got the job done in the end. And look at that. What a match will be right back with you for our main event in just a minute. It is time for our main event, obviously our WWE Champion Braun Strowman, who brutalized Batista at Payback, is in it, as we heard earlier tonight. Edge had something interesting to say about this opponent of Edge's choosing, so we have to go out and see here Braun Strowman in the ring, waiting to see who he has to face here tonight. And it's the former United States champion, so maybe this is why he didn't invoke his rematch clause. Let's go and get this match on the way. Looking at the fans, Braun Strowman is ready, but Cesaro is in the ring. Then I say Oh my god. Cassie, oh no. And Ez has told me to say it now, that when he said opponent, he meant opponents, because if you watch indie wrestling, you know Cesaro and Cassie Ono used to be a brilliant tag team, kings of wrestling. So he said it's actually a 3-on-1 match, so let's see who the third person is. He said that there's no DQ and the elimination 3-on-1 handicap match, and the last one is Rhino. So let's go and see how many Braun Strowman can take down with him. Look at that, Cesaro starting things off. Oh, and look at that. And look at this. Braun Strowman knows he's going to have to work quick with each one of these guys. Cesaro. And look at that, Cesaro might as well be out of his brains right now. And look at this, the monster among men. Picks him up again, so does Braun Strowman. And squashes him right in the corner. Braun Strowman has done well so far to keep Cesaro away from his tag team partners. Oh, a baby fought reason for Cesaro got out of the way, or it was. Look at that, a simple stomp, just, and Braun Strowman standing his ground in between Cesaro and his tag team partners. And look at that, puts him in the corner. Baby force out by Cesaro. It did not last long. And a big boot. A big step up by Cesaro. And a German suplex. And he gets Cesaro, gets Cassie Sono. And look at this. Braun Strowman being smart here, taking a breather. And look at this, just puts Cassie down. Braun Strowman is like a freight train that cannot be stopped when he gets going. And that's what Cassie Ono is learning right now. That's what Cesaro's felt in this match so far. But Rhino comes in. Smart by Rhino, but look at that. Just able to throw Rhino up and around him. Rhino again, and again up and down goes Rhino. And look at this. Rhino might be the best chance for these guys to win this at the minute. Came in when Braun Strowman had a little left. And look at that, the big boot by Braun. And lifts Rhino up. Look at that. 1, 2, Rhino kicks out. Oh, a baby falls off by Rhino. A Baby force out by Braun Strowman. And big clothesline by Braun. Puts Rhino in the corner. Takes out Cassidy, so no, and Cesaro scratches Rhino. Stomp to the back of Rhino. A big boot to Rhino again. Baby Fossil. Baby Fossil. Picks up Rhino. Has him up. Running past him. 1, 2. Rhino actually kicked out of a second. Running past line. I actually cannot believe that. But Braun Strowman's doing well in this match. He's kept Rhino in for a good pep here. But baby forced up by Rhino. Rhino with a beautiful move. Ties on Cassiano, who's I believe might be the fastest man at this point in the team. Big kick to the ribs. Braun Strowman gets out of that, and the big clothesline to Cassie. Big reversal for Braun Strowman. Look at this. The power of Braun Strowman right now is overtaking this match. And the strength of oh no. So that's a weird cut. Cassidy Strowman, and if that's not that Braun Strowman. And again, look at a way to take out Braun Strowman's strength for. Stand back up. He was able to stop. Oh no, no, no. Someone had no one to have more. Cassiano goes over the top rope. We've probably seen that coming since we missed the first one. Oh, come on. So sorry. Big spin buster by Cassidy. Oh, what a move. I know Braun Strowman can take an unbelievable beatdown. Sorry about that again. Look at this. It's been a match movement to go Braun's way after all. because his son just must have felt like he was hit by a bus with it all. And a big boot for Ono. Look at that. Will be first troops line. 1, 2, 3. And Cesaro seeing Braun Strowman turn around in his turn. I know to get them. Oh, smart by Cesaro. Strowman starting to take control of his match again. Hit and fell from now. Puts Strowman in the furthest corner away. Throws Cesaro in. It's crashes in. Kicks Cesaro's leg. They're lucky. Look at this. The big boot. Look at this. The monster. But that's a gore to Braun Strowman. The winner obviously gets overpins and gets a WWE Championship match done. And he kicked out that one. And look at that. I cannot believe it. Off the whips. Big boot. Buster, and he gets the tag to Cesaro. Ooh, Cesaro. Again, uppercuts. He just cannot stop the strength of Cesaro. And for a third one. He cannot. Going for the pin. 1. He kicked out at 1. You see Cesaro being frustrated now. Really fast. Beautiful. Big on the top base. 1. Did this. Going to pin Cesaro. 1, 2, 3, and then there was 1. Big refors by Rhino. Big DDT. Is Rhino going to be the guy who gets the match against Braun Strowman here? The height difference is amazing. Rhino putting Braun Strowman on the top rope. From the top rope, Braun Strowman. Big spine buster. Looking in the right hands of Rhino. Look at that. Look at that, Braun Strowman. It's in this comfort zone. Look at that, the big boot. And this could be it for this match. Running past them, connects, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Braun Strowman for that Cesaro, Cassiano, and Rhino in a 3-on-1 handicap elimination match. That is why he is called the monster among men and is our WWE champion. You have to wonder who will be man enough to step up to face him in the next couple of weeks. But as usual, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up and subscribe.